Day 100 on the trail. Hey, had a good day off yesterday, saw a lot of the history of Harper's Ferry, at least the sites. Learned a lot about it that I didn't know before, but now I'm going to head out. That's going to be the trail. I mean, that's called the Point. It's where the two rivers meet, and I got to go across the old railroad, well, not the old one, they still use the railroad bridge. So I'm going to head out, and we'll see you up the trail. I'm standing on the Point. That's the Susquehanna River flowing this way, dumping into the Potomac River, which comes here and goes out that way. A lot of history. Alright, I am going to cross that bridge to get to the other side. Alright, what you got is those cliffs up there over the Susquehanna are Loudon Heights. Those cliffs are Maryland Heights. And right behind those trees, along that trail I came down the first day, I forget what they're called, Bowden Heights or something like that. Whenever Harper's Ferry was taken over by either the Union or Confederates, the goal of the other side was to take those high ground and bombard the town. That's why most of these buildings have all been rebuilt from ruins and two floods that kind of flooded downtown. So Harper's Ferry, most of the buildings were pretty much destroyed from the Civil War. Pretty amazing stuff. All right, heading out. This was closed a couple years after a train accident. If I remember correctly, they got it opened up pretty quick. They fixed the tracks pretty quick. It was all amazing how much they can get done when they put their mind to it. When money is a concern. All right, let me get to walking. Once I'm in Maryland, geez, I don't know where the border is. Sign. Haven't seen anything in particular. Maybe up here there's a marker. Unless I missed something, that was a pretty uneventful border crossing, other than being up over the Potomac River. Hey, alright, so that means Georgia's done. North Carolina is done. Tennessee is done. Virginia is done. West Virginia is done. I'm now in Maryland. Alright. Should bang out a couple states pretty quick. Some people do the 4-state challenge. That's to try to touch 4 states within a 24-hour period. That encompasses about 40 miles. Not happening for me. I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be on the side of the trail suffering a heart attack. So, no, I have no desire to try to bang out miles like that. Some people do it, and sometimes it's part of a mental game to stimulate your mind when you think about the repetitiveness of waking up, breaking camp, hiking, setting up camp, going to sleep. You know, it's nice to have these little mental games that you can play, and in this case also physical. But not for me. So we'll see you up the trail. This is the canal towpath. The canal is right there. I guess it used to be flooded. And I guess horses or mules used to pull barges up the canal. But the railroad and the canal were being worked on at the same time. And once the railroad was done, pretty much put the canal towing out of business. It's so much more efficient to ship things by rail quicker. So if I could just find a spot where George Washington tossed that silver dollar across the Potomac, I might be able to find it. And with the price of silver nowadays, might be worth the effort. Alright. Still on the towpath. There's a sharp left turn that comes up here. I don't know exactly where. But I was having a nice chat with a gentleman. He was biking on the trail. He got off his bike. He walked with me for about half a mile. And we were chatting about the trail, vlogging, the semi-retired postcard salesman. And he was chatting with me. Very nice. Nice to hear and chat with nice, friendly people, especially after the crowds of day hikers I met a couple days ago. We didn't even nod at you or smile. So, all right, let me get going. It's gonna get warm today. Not much water on the trail, so I'm carrying the extra water. But I'll bring you back certainly for all the good stuff. All right, off the towpath, back in the woods. I got a long climb coming up, and after that it's supposed to be relatively level, so should make for good time. Overall though, I'm just not in it today. Not feeling it today. So let's see what happens. This is the view of the Potomac from Weverton Heights.
But we will cross paths with her, and I'll always say friendly, and they'll sniff each other, and some she goes, and some she doesn't. So, I know slow is like some days yeah. But it's just I don't know, and then she's like better.
All right, lunch break. Ed Garvey shelter. That's a pretty unique structure. Hello. Wow. Oh, you get upstairs, you have to go in from that stairs on the back. Look at this. This is pretty nice. Awesome. Okay. Remember this tree? It's got a leaf that looks like that, although usually bigger. And it's got the bark that makes it look sick. Sycamore. American sycamore. All right. We're at some sort of state park. I'm trying to figure out where the trail goes. Excuse me. Look at this guy. American toad. I almost stepped on him. Boink. Okay, I'll leave him be. Bufo americana. Oh, that's the old name. There's been a radical reorganization of relationships in frogs and toads. So, not sure what the scientific name of the American toad is anymore. About 2 miles to go to the shelter. We're going up to a little knob, and I believe it's downhill from there. So that'll be nice. And it's Maryland, so I'll have to camp by a shelter, and I'm not going to the next one. So this will be our stop. It's actually 4:15 anyway. 2 miles is about 5 o'clock, so that's a good stopping time. See you there.